Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this episode of Wrestle Talk with Bear and B Dub. This is another edition of B Dub's Thoughts. WrestleMania 2000, April 2nd, 2000, live from the Arrowhead Pond in Anaheim, California. I remember this WrestleMania. I also remember leading up to this one. This was during the big time of the McMahon Helmsley regime. Um, this for the longest time, I really wasn't that much of a fan of it. I like some of the matches, was kind of disappointing in the main event. For those who like to say that they never send the fans home angry at WrestleMania, this was one of them. But I'll get into that. So this was, another star-filled event. We had Ice-T at this one coming out with The Godfather. Um, We also had the guy from the Green Mile. I remember looking at the video and seeing him on there. We had good key matches. This is the debut of Trish Stratus at WrestleMania when she came out with TNA. Testing Albert with Al Snow and Steve Blackman, which was a pretty simple match. The main thing that sticks out, the match that stole the show, the Triangle Ladder match for the World Tag Team titles, where you had Edge and Christian, the Hardy Boys, and the Dudleys. This right here match is what set the standard for Triangle Ladder matches, or if not tag team ladder matches in general. A lot of people remember the ladder match for Terry's services, and it was some money also between the Hardys and Edge and Christian, but which was a good match. Never take away nothing from that one, but this is the one that set the standard. Having three teams, it was just amazing. I was a big Edge and Christian fan during this time, and this was just to see them walk out with the titles. I was happy. Another match, the Hardcore Tag Team Battle Royal for the Hardcore Championship, the time limit. This was something new, and I wish they would have did this more often. I think they did it about 2 or 3 times, maybe. They didn't do it as often, which I guess they didn't want to get it played out. But this was a good match, good concept. I know the title changed hands more times than it didn't, but I don't remember the amount of times. This was Taz's debut at WrestleMania. This was before he stopped wrestling, but he was real big in ECW, and seeing him come into the WWE was something special. But Hardcore Holly would leave with the tag team title. Now, upon further research, my understanding that they missed the count on that one. That Hardcore was actually supposed to, the time was supposed to run out, but it didn't nonetheless. But I said that was a good one. You guys remember a couple weeks ago on Raw when Jerry the King Lawler's son, Brian Christopher, came out and indicated that he performed at WrestleMania and his father didn't? Well, this was his second WrestleMania. If you remember, he was at WrestleMania 14 in a Battle Royal, but that wasn't really nothing. But this one, he was in a six-person tag with him and China. Well, it was Too Cool, and China took on the Radicals. This was a good one, a good match. It was decent. Finally, to see Eddie Guerrero and Perry Saturn and Dean Malenko finally get at WrestleMania. And I can remember this was when Eddie and China had their little thing, and they was telling Eddie Guerrero, Eddie, you're not the only good-looking person in here. So it was a forgotten moment in this one. Also, big one this WrestleMania. Each McMahon was in the four corners for the Fatal 4-Way match for the WWE Championship, with Mick Foley having Linda McMahon, Big Show having Shane McMahon, The Rock having Mr. McMahon, and Triple H, of course, having Stephanie. So this was big. But before we get to that one, another match that stole the show. A lot of people don't talk about this, which obviously now they won't, which was the triple threat match for two falls, and it was for the Intercontinental Championship and the European Championship. Kurt Angle walked in with both titles, losing the European to Jericho and the Intercontinental to Chris Benoit. So I thought this was a real good match. Kurt Angle lost both belts without getting pinned. But the WWE Championship match, like I said, it was good, but I just didn't like the results. I felt like The Rock should have won it at WrestleMania. He never got a chance to win the title at WrestleMania. He should have won, Probably the biggest star never to win the title at WrestleMania, if you think about it. Hogan, Warrior, Savage, Austin, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, not Jericho. Well, yeah, Jericho retained the title, but The Rock has never won the big one at WrestleMania. So, like I said, just wanted to note that. I'm very interested to know what you guys think about WrestleMania 2000. This is pretty much the heart of the Attitude Era. So, next will be probably another good WrestleMania, another top WrestleMania, WrestleMania 17. Make sure you tune in that episode, and thank you for joining me on this one, ladies and gentlemen.